There's a lot of news that happened here in the United States today, and here's a recap in case you missed some of it. First, Donald Trump signed a $1.2 trillion funding bill, which means that the partial government shutdown is officially over. The bill had passed a Republican-controlled House 217 by 214. Yes, it barely passed, but it passed. Now that it passed, it restores funding to many government departments such as defense, transportation, labor, and health and human services. But, and this is a big but, funding for DHS is still kind of on hold through halfway through February. That's when funding there either needs to be extended, something passed, or they have a shutdown of that department. And that's obviously tied to the fact that many people are not happy with immigration officers, or ICE. What do Democrats want in order to get that now passed? Well, they want body cameras, no face coverings, and clear conduct standards, and of course, the big one, arrest warrants. Next, we move over to Iran, where they decided to send a drone at a U.S. aircraft carrier. Yeah, the United States had to launch an F-35 fighter jet to take it down, which they did, but Iran today really wanted to play with the United States. Earlier in the day, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard decided to, let's just say, harass a U.S. oil tanker. These two things happened literally days before the United States and Iran are set to do some kind of diplomatic talks, which looks like they're still moving forward, though Iran is definitely trying to escalate things. Next, we turn to Donald Trump, who earlier today said a lot of different things, but the one thing we have to talk about is elections. Trump suggested that Republicans should take over or nationalize elections, essentially saying that this would prevent undocumented immigrants from voting, despite there being no evidence at all that undocumented voters are a thing. Trump warned that Republicans would never win again if they do not act now, which, at the same time, we're seeing the Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, conducting her own review of the 2020 election with Trump's approval. Next, we're hearing that Mitch McConnell, the senator from Kentucky, was hospitalized after what his office says was flu-like symptoms, insisting that this is an abundance of caution and that his prognosis right now is positive. And lastly, we move to Portland, where a federal judge has just ruled a temporary restraining order on ICE officers for using any kind of tear gas on peaceful protesters outside an ICE facility. The judge says in a well-functioning constitutional democratic republic, free speech, courageous news gathering, and nonviolent protest are all permitted. Yeah, there's your news recap. I'll be sure to give you more information later on tonight in my Substack newsletter. The link to that is in my bio, but please do share this video and follow me for more.